The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
My name is Stevie Richards, and I'm the owner and founder of Stevie Richards Fitness. I started Stevie Richards Fitness with one simple mission statement: to help others. I know what it's like to be injured. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to be in pain each and every day of your life. I also know how to modify to overcome that pain, to overcome that discomfort, to overcome your injuries. And that's why I created the programs I did at Stevie Richards Fitness. Every single exercise has a modification. Everything can be successfully completed, no matter your age or fitness level. And that's what I infused in the 12 and 16-week resistance band training programs to pass along to you at an affordable, accessible price. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.
Oh shit! It's Vince Russo!
Vince McMahon's best kept secret.
I am the Antichrist of professional wrestling.
David Arquette won the world title.
I've got a wife, 3 kids at home, and I really don't need this shit.
How can this show be so awful, Mr. McMahon? I didn't think it was.
Viagra on a pole match.
And Hogan, you big bald son of a bitch, kiss my ass.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. McMahon, the family, the Rock, they screwed us all.
Now you're the editor, right?
Mankind did it! Jumpy, beat. Goldberg steered Russo on the cage.
I'm from New York.
I'll get downright nasty.
This is Vince Russo's The Brand.
What's going on, everybody? It's Monday on The Brand. There's 2 shows today, if you hadn't noticed. This and a brand new episode of Castrating the Marks hitting the Realm Network today. I'm here with Vince Russo to discuss WWE Elimination Chamber. And Vince, I just can't believe that there's another pay-per-view in 3 weeks before WrestleMania.
I just can't believe that you have any energy, bro. Where the hell are you finding that energy from, bro?
I don't. I have 0 after that.
And what's in 3 weeks?
Fastlane.
Oh, God. So, I mean, bro, so basically, the Elimination Chamber and Fastlane are just basically 2 throwaway shows.
Yeah, well, this one definitely was, and I'm sure Fastlane will be. I mean, I don't know how they can.
Well, it's in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
How could it not be a throwaway show? What are they possibly going to do in 3 weeks, bro?
Yeah, especially when they're already announcing everything and promoting everything for WrestleMania.
Oh, Jeff.
That's what killed this show. I mean, if you're going to sell your network, you can't have meaningless big shows. And that's what this was. It was just a wrestling show with a bunch of wrestling, except for the Becky stuff, which we'll get into.
You had to be, I mean, bro, I'm just going to say it. The only people that could have enjoyed this show are wrestling marks. And bro, they're just, again, man, they're catering to the people they already have over and over and over again. And bro, take nothing away for how hard everybody worked. Because they did work hard, but I did not give a shit about one thing on this show, bro.
Well, yeah, you could have the entire roster busting their ass, from start to finish, but if creative and everybody's not backing them up with material, what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into the Becky stuff. I mean, I'm just looking at this and the lack of effort to tell any stories, anything behind the curtain, anything going on outside the ring was just non-existent on this entire 3-hour plus show.
Yep.
Well, it started with the Women's Chamber and the first ever Women's Tag Team Champions. I guess they're following society's lead and they're creating their own history and forgetting what's come before them, because there's been Women's Tag Champs in the WWE before. Many years ago, but people like to create their own fake history these days and forgetting the people that came before them and did things. And I don't know, I guess this is another example, not that anybody cares, but Sasha and Bailey are your tag champs. Any thoughts on this match?
Well, I got a couple of notes here, bro. I have to say this, bro. I was never really fans of the Iconics, but I got to tell you this, bro. They're like two of the only ones that try to get their characters over in the ring. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, they stay in character 100% of the time in the ring. And I like that about them.
Yeah, it's a lost art. We talk about it a lot. I thought that, what's that girl's name on Raw, the crazy one? Nikki Cross.
Right.
I thought she tries to do that as well, even though the writers haven't told us what her character is. But, you know, we haven't been fans of the Iconics because they're giving god-awful promos every time they talk.
Yeah.
You know, they're giving terrible material. But, yeah, you're right. They do try to stay in character, so to speak, during their matches.
Yeah. I like the girls, like a lot of them had a new ring attire, you know, and I like that, bro, because I always say you got to invest in the character. You got to look like a star. And a lot of them invested in some nice ring attire. They look good. I mean, the girls look good. But, man, bro, like when you're starting to watch a lot of these matches where there are a lot of women involved, you see a lot of the same stuff, bro. Like, there are a lot of times in the match where, like, every woman's down.
Yeah.
Now think about that, Jeff. What are the odds of every single woman, lady, diva, whatever? What are the odds of every single one of them being down at the same time? They do that a lot when there's a lot of girls involved in these matches. I saw it a lot in the Rumble. There's a lot of time when they're all down in the ring.
Yeah, and I think the spot you're talking about was when the Iconics were getting heat on Sasha and Bayley, and everybody else was just for an extended amount of time just laying down around the ring. And you think of all these dastardly moves that everybody kicks out of, and these women can't get up in like 5 minutes. Yeah. You know, they're just sitting there. At least explain it like, well, they're playing it smart, and they're letting these four beat the hell out of each other while they're, you know, getting back their stamina or whatever it is. But it just looks ridiculous. And we see it a lot, not just in women's matches, sometimes in the men's matches where, all right, half of you guys need to get out of the ring so these two can do their little spots in the ring, and then the next person comes in, and it just doesn't look like a fight when they do that.
And that's what you see a lot of times too when there's a lot of women involved. They're just staging spots, bro, and it's so obvious, bro. It's like, okay, like, let's everybody stop now. Let's get in place. Let's do the spot. It's just so obvious. And I really think, I mean, that's what takes people like me, out of the match. It seems like sometimes like they're just laying around or waiting around for the thing to happen so they could do what they got to do. It does, bro. These matches with these women, they work hard, they bust their ass, they take a lot of chances. But, bro, there's nothing organic at all. Nothing looks real, bro. Nothing.
I thought it was an interesting choice after all of the news swirling around these past few days that they kicked off the show with Carmella as the first one to come out.
Yeah, wasn't she the first one to get beat too?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Carmella and Naomi's team got beat. Yeah, bro, there was another spot too that was awkward where, Nia and Tamina were coming in and they all stopped everything and just waited for those two to come in.
Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, I'm going to sit here and wait for what's coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of that when they had a lot of girls in these matches. You see a lot of that, bro. And bro, I don't get the crying, bro.
I had the same note, and I was going to ask you: is this part of the show, or are these marks for the belts,
bro? Can I tell you what the crying is?
Yeah.
Here's what I think the crying is, bro. I think when they go into a match like this, I think these girls feel a lot of pressure. All right, this is opening up the show, bro. They got to deliver. I think the tears come from, bro, honestly, like a relief that it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did okay. We pulled it off. I really think that's what it is, bro. I think there's so much pressure and they feel the pressure. And finally, like when the thing is over and they feel that it was decent, I think there's an emotional release. That's what I think it is, bro. I really do.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to hold that for Backstage, because when you're called the boss shouldn't be crying.
Yeah.
You know, the boss should not be crying. I mean, when you look at her character, they've killed it with all the crying, but the way she was a bitch. She was, she thought she was hot shit, and she cries every time she wins a match. She's just killing the whole entire character that she once had.
Yeah. I think that's what it is, though. Sometimes that makes me feel a little bad, because it's like, God, like if that's the case, and I could be totally wrong, God, are these girls feeling that much pressure?
It could be, and who knows? Maybe they're told to cry and be in emotion. Maybe it's not their decision. I just as far as the character goes, I don't think it fits Sasha. It didn't bother me if Bayley was crying, in her character, but I think it's wrong for Sasha to be crying.
Yeah. What about Miz and Shane against the Usos?
Who cares? I just, when this whole Shane Miz thing, I've been complaining about it for weeks. It's so uninteresting. It makes zero sense. And then we have them lose here. So there's no story really coming out after the loss. Like you would figure there'd be some type of dissension, or one of them turns on the other one. Give us some type of drama with this. Not the, hey, I'm sorry, man. Hey, you gave it a good shot. I know you're upset. Go home. I don't know. It's like Wade Keller wrote this.
Yeah. Jeff, I swear to God, you know, like I've known Shane for a really, really, really long time. And like, that's the thing. Like, it's okay. Shane's in the match and there's going to be a spot. Okay. Jeff, when does that end? Like, does that end when Shane gets hurt? Like, cause I'm watching the spot from the top rope to the elbow to the table. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing that for? Like, I mean, seriously, bro, I would hate to think Shane McMahon's a mark, but it's like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't, at your age, bro, with everything you've already done, you've already proven, what that one spot, bro, what did that change about this night? How would this night been any different, Jeff, without that spot?
It'd be interesting to know his motivation, because it would be hard to believe that, he would be a mark, but you wonder if he feels pressure being in there, being at his age. He wants to make sure that he, for the company, he's doing everything he can for people to get their money's worth and show that he belongs in there and not look like somebody that shouldn't be in there. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, he's been doing it.
Shouldn't he be past that by now, Jeff? I mean, I could understand, your first couple of matches. Jeff, he was wrestling 20 years ago.
Yep. He was doing stuff way worse. I mean, when he was wrestling Kane and falling off the Titantron and all that stuff back in the day.
I mean, seriously, bro, like, does it end when you get hurt? Is that when it ends? What's the end game, bro? Like, oh, okay, Shane's going to be in one match every year, and he's going to do the one big spot till he's 60. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, I know he's got a family. I know he's got those 3 boys, and it's like, what is the point? You take that match off of this show. What is freaking different?
Maybe he doesn't think it's dangerous. Maybe it's easy to him. I
don't know, bro. All right, what's next, Jeff?
Dasha was in the back with Bobby and Leo Rush. I don't know if you've noticed, but especially the past couple weeks, like the backstage interviewers, they're all being like rude. Like they're asking the hard questions, or they're insulting the talent, or they're trying to stir stuff up. Have you noticed that? Like, it's been particularly in the last 2 weeks, and she said it here, are you the weak link, Leo Rush? And I'm trying to figure out, like, why all of a sudden are all the backstage interviewers like being like jerks? And I'm wondering, you know, is it this simple as they just saw the Mean Gene footage recently of him stirring stuff up in the back? And so they like, oh, hey, if it worked for Mean Gene, let's have our people do this. And, you know, of course, not knowing what actually made it work. I can't think of any other explanation.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro, but I don't know. I'm just zoned out from this shit in the back because none of it ever matters.
Nope. So
you don't need to listen to it. You can go to the bathroom. Like, I don't know, whatever. But obviously, like, I guess Finn Balor was too much for Lashley, so they had to have a handicap match.
I don't know where this came from, because I don't think they did anything with this on Raw. I don't remember them going to this unless I completely missed it. I have no idea where this came from. I just don't understand the points of title reigns anymore. Like, what'd they give Lashley the belt for? You know, like, what'd they give Rusev the belt for?
What they give Roode and Gable the belt
yeah,
for?
Exactly. What was the point of Bobby Lashley's IC title?
What they give Asuka the belt for?
Yep. Yeah, where's she been? Yeah, I didn't even notice. Somebody pointed out on my Patreon, like, she was the women's champion and she wasn't even on SmackDown. She hasn't even, you know, been on in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But when you look at this, was Bobby Lashley a placeholder? You know, Vito used to always talk about the placeholder champions. Was he a placeholder to get the belt to Finn? Like, I just don't understand what the whole point of this was. Or are they just showing up the day of the show? All right, who do you want to be champion?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I mean, this was kind of predictable with Finn Balor beating Lio Rush.
Yeah, it was. And you wonder why they're taking Lio Rush away from Lashley. You know, that the guy's a good talker. He did his job. He didn't.
And it just started. It feels like it just started.
Yeah, and it's not his fault that he normally gets bad material, but he's a very good talker. I can only imagine if he had good material. And you want somebody, I think it's funny when you have a little pipsqueak out there running their mouth and they got, you know, the wrestler's a huge guy. Right. You know, that's a good visual that they did well sometimes, but there's no way they use that to their full potential.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on this match? Anything?
You said it, predictable. I really don't care because the entire thing was meaningless. I didn't care about the story. I don't know why there was a handicap match. Maybe they did something on the pre-show and I missed it, and they just changed the belt once again with zero story. So that's the type of stuff I get up and I go make coffee or I go to the bathroom.
Then you had Ronda against Ruby. I like Ronda coming out all business. I liked Ronda's look. I like that the match was quick. I said this match has to be quick. She's got to tap her out quick. Then at the end, here comes Becky.
Yeah, this want to get your entire thoughts on it, but the only thing that I'm thinking about this entire thing is how this makes zero sense. She is walking on crutches, taking forever to get to the ring. All right, she's suspended. She beats up Charlotte forever with the crutches, then attacks Ronda, and then security comes out like 10 minutes later. Where's Vince McMahon going and saying that the suspended Becky Lynch is showing up against his orders? Why is security allowing her in the ring? They could have done something to give somebody else a storyline here. Somebody in the back, another woman somehow got security to come help her in a locker room, and then she locked all the security in there, and that explains why the security is not stopping Becky Lynch. Where's the interviews with Vince McMahon and Triple H and Stephanie going nuts in the back right after this happens? Where's the follow-up to this? That it's like nothing exists beyond the curtain, and it just drives me nuts. You have Becky beating up both of these women with crutches, and we get zero follow-up from anybody on this.
Yeah.
That's what drives me nuts, man, the effort.
Yeah, I just think, bro, I swear to God, bro, there's nothing Becky's doing to get over. Okay, bro, because first of all, I'm screaming at my computer screen, freaking lay the crutch in. Hit her with the crutch. She's swinging the crutch like a child. Okay, bro, it looks weak. It's making her look weak. The marks are going crazy. Bro, it doesn't look good. Bro, Becky Lynch could go out right now in the middle of the ring, take a shit in the middle of the ring, and the marks will go crazy because the marks think they're responsible for Becky Lynch's push. There is nothing she's doing that's over, bro. Nothing, but they think, bro, they think if Becky's over, they're over because they championed Becky and they're behind Becky and we won and we're booking the show. You know what, bro? They're going to turn on her just as fast because they're not giving her anything that's getting her over, bro. She's not even, bro. If this is me, I'm freaking laying those freaking shots in, and I'm either waiting for my receipt from these girls or I'm waiting for them to cut a promo on me in the back, whatever it freaking takes. But I'm not going to make my character look bad. And they're going nuts, and the place is going nuts, and it doesn't look real.
I wonder how the training goes these days with weapons. You know, are they taught how to use weapons to make it look legit? Because with all the focus on the acrobatics and the in-ring, and there's no blood, and there's, you know, none of the risque stuff, are they getting the practice that they need to do things like this? You know, whatever happened to the illusion of making it look like she's clocking her with the crutch, and you know, she's hitting the mat, but you can't tell. It looks like she's hitting Charlotte. Like, what? There's no effort to even do the illusion anymore. And I wonder if that's just on the training. Like, maybe she's never hit someone with a crutch before in wrestling, and they didn't prepare for it.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But I mean, she could, like I said, she could take a dump in the middle of the ring and they're going to put it over. So, bro, before we get to the next match, I want to tell everybody about our buddy Bang Biscuit, bro, and his company, Routed Designs Custom Signs at gmail.com. Bang Biscuit made this beautiful plaque for me, bro. This beautiful Russo plaque. He sells these for $50, bro, plus shipping. But, bro, he can make you anything, bro. He could make you, you know, a logo. He can make you your favorite sports team. If you send him a picture, he can do any picture, whatever you want. Your favorite rock band, whatever you want. Your favorite wrestler, bro. You want Finn Balor and Wood. He could do it for you, bro. How about that? You want Finn Balor and Wood. That didn't sound good. But, bro, this guy is freaking unbelievable. I know so many people. He did Stevie Richards Fitness. He did the Conspiracy Horseman. I saw him do a Florida Seminoles plaque that was freaking awesome. He just did somebody's grandparents, Jeff, that they were given to their grandparents as a gift. Guys, check him out. Routed Designs Custom Signs at gmail.com. His Twitter is @bang_biscuit, BISKIT. He, like I said, bro, you can get the Russo sign for $50. He could give you a black and white version, full color, anything you want, bro. Also, sign up to his YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Routed Designs. For every 50 subscriptions he gets on YouTube, he is doing a drawing for a free sign. So your odds are 1 in 50, bro. Not bad odds to get a free sign. All you got to do is subscribe for free on YouTube. Also follow him on Instagram at Routed Designs. All right, Jeff, what was next? Was it Braun gimmick?
Yeah, Braun versus Baron Corbin. Is there a bigger dropped ball in the last year than Braun Strowman?
Well, yeah, Elias, Lashley, McIntyre.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
But point taken. But they had this guy hot, you know, and it's like they're just disassembling him, and I don't understand the booking of this guy.
I don't either.
I don't get it.
I mean, it's time to beat him up and get sympathy on him again, and then we're going to build him up for a big match that he's not going to be good enough to win, so he's going to lose. Then we're going to build him up all over again. I mean, and bro, I still don't understand. I mean, what is the story between Corbin, McIntyre, and Lashley? Like, what brought them together?
Yeah, especially when it was Corbin, McIntyre, and Ziggler that took out Strowman when they, you know, had to write him off TV. Lashley wasn't even in on that. So it's like Lashley's just replacing Ziggler for really no apparent reason. You know, what's his motivation there? He lost his belt earlier. That should have been his focus, not going up to beat up Braun Strowman. They don't really explain these things and get you inside the characters' heads anymore. You know, we need to know why people do the things that they do to decide if you're going to be invested in them or not. And they don't tell us that stuff.
And bro, and whether it's the announcers or whether it's the producers or whether it's Vince McMahon, I don't care, bro. The commentating is lousy, Jeff. Jeff, if they said one more time, get somebody out here. I mean, guys, somebody needs to listen to the commentary, Jeff. It is so god awful, bro. I swear to God, the commentary is so generic, vanilla, awesome. We're hearing cliches we've heard a million times. The same with the backstage interviews. It's the same thing. Anytime somebody talks other than Daniel Bryan, whether it's announcers or talent, it might as well be the same person saying all the stuff. It's all the same. It's all generic. Man, Jeff, it's funny. I came across the other day bloopers, and it was like Mean Gene bloopers. And bro, you know, there were several Savage promos in there. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Are you guys freaking? Are you that bad? Bro, if Randy Savage was Major League, I swear to God, bro, these people are Little League Baseball. They're Little League Baseball. And bro, I don't care if it's I don't care who it is. You're all vanilla. You're all saying the same thing. Wrestling catchphrases. I mean, God, bro, like, can somebody objective please listen to this show, bro?
You wonder why that is with Daniel Bryan. You know, he didn't come from the NXT factory. Could be possible. You know, of course, he came from the Indies and Ring of Honor and all that stuff. But why does Daniel Bryan get it? You know, here's one of the guys that everybody considers one of the best workers in the business, but yet he's more invested in getting his character over the way he talks. Why is it different with Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton and John Cena? Is it because they were there before all of this NXT stuff?
I don't know, bro, but it's like, what is it about Daniel Bryan that he has convinced them to let him do his own thing?
Yeah.
How did that? Because if he did it, then somebody else should be able to do it. But yeah. It's just like, bro, the announcers, like, I don't even know why they're there. Why are they there? They're not telling stories. They're stating the obvious. They're using wrestling cliches that we've heard over and over and over again. Why are there three people there? Now it's three people that sound like one.
You're going to need something to scrape him off the mat. Oh, he had the wherewithal to get out of that. Yeah.
Somebody get a spatula.
Yep.
That was the line, bro.
Yep.
Oh, man, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, Jesus.
What was the point of this Lacey Evans thing? What was that?
What, did she just come out and leave?
Yeah, she came out, turned around, and walked to the back.
I don't know, bro. What was the point of this main event?
It's a good question. I wondered what they were doing, giving an hour of their time on SmackDown to put a tag team wrestler over. Because if you're going to put that much time into somebody, they better be breaking up from the tag team and becoming a single star. So they've now. But
Jeff, think about it. Who else is there to put over? Like who, bro? They've gone through everybody. Like who else is there, bro? AJ means nothing, bro. You want to talk about how terrible my booking is? Go look at how AJ was booked at TNA. Go look how Samoa Joe was booked against Kurt. AJ means nothing. Samoa Joe means nothing. Jeff Hardy, there was nobody else, bro. So that Kofi Kingston will give him a good run for his money, and then it'll be Kofi Kingston at the pay-per-view. They've killed everyone, bro. They've killed everybody on the roster.
You wonder if they had this booked the same way for that Ali guy, and then when he got injured and they put Kofi in, they just left everything the same.
That's exactly what they did, bro. That's exactly what they did, bro.
Yeah, I did have one note here, and I hope like everybody that's an indie darling or a cruiserweight or the NXTs like really paid attention to Kofi and Daniel at the end of the match. That's how two little guys make it look like a fight. They weren't flip-flopping and flying. They made this look like a fight. And you look at these guys and they're both tiny. It can be done. You don't have to be acrobatic, but you got these guys that are tiny in there that would have been in, you know, the cruiserweight class and in the old WCW and stuff. And they're trying to make it look like a fight. And that was important to them. But again, here's two guys that are before the NXT factory. So you wonder how much that plays into it.
Yeah. And bro, the only thing I noticed too was when they were up there by the pod, bro, does he really need to slam your head into the pod 10 times?
What do you mean?
Daniel Bryan again. With the head.
Yeah. I was thinking
like, I'm like, bro, I know it's a work, but bro, just you doing this, you doing this, your brain is hitting your skull every time you do that. Like, again, like, what is wrong with you, bro?
I don't know, but do they have to say bulletproof glass? Like, can they stop with that stuff?
Oh, God, bro. Bro, I would have shot through the glass if it would have ended the show early. You know, bro?
Oh, geez. But yeah, I mean, how they told us the show was meaningless from the get-go. There's no big matches where everybody's already, the booking is looking past this to WrestleMania, so why wouldn't the fans?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, bro. What do you come out with now on out of the gate with on Raw and SmackDown that you're excited about? What are you excited about, bro? What are we excited about? They're going to call Becky out and say, okay, you went against all wishes, so we're going to put you in the match. We're going to make you wrestle injured. I mean, is that the angle?
Yeah, you have to wonder how they're going to get her back in there where it makes sense. But again, that's where like they need to do some follow-up on this show. You're telling me the character of Vince McMahon that suspended her on Monday would not be going insane backstage if she showed up and did this. That's the logic and it's just laziness. It's just laziness.
Bro, he's not going insane. I don't even know if it's just laziness, Jeff. I don't think they're taking her seriously.
Then what's the point of it all? You know?
I don't know. So you got to put somebody in the spot. I don't think they're taking her seriously, bro, because if they were, they would be doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I can't believe there's another one in 3 weeks before WrestleMania.
Oh, jeez. Was there another one between this one and the Rumble, or this was it?
This was it.
Yeah. Oh, God, bro.
Yeah, it was Rumble, this one, and then the one in 3 weeks. But, you know, you look at, is it the next episode coming out of Truth and Consequences? You guys are doing the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah.
And that was a pay-per-view between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Yeah. So what did you do? You put on Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon.
Right.
You know, you're not looking ahead to WrestleMania when that's the match for the card.
Nope.
You know, and I remember
19,000 people. Dave Meltzer buried everything on the card.
Yeah. So, you know, you have to, when you're telling everybody that this show isn't important, it's a waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's it. It's sad that we can talk about a 3-hour show in 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And you know, bro, this isn't the first instance where a show just doesn't mean anything. This show really meant nothing because like there was that Elimination Chamber is not a main event.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a main event. So it, you know, this really meant nothing because there wasn't even anything big at the end.
No, and they why did they put Eric Rowan with Daniel Bryan if they're just gonna not do anything with him and make him not important? They sent him to the back. Okay, so why didn't he try to come back out? Why isn't he trying to interfere?
Yeah,
but it's okay. So why is Eric Rowan with Daniel Bryan? We don't even know that. What
difference does it make if they send him to the back? He's lost twice with Rowan out there anyway.
Yeah, it's a good point.
To send him to the back. Okay, the guy gets in my way anyway.
Yep.
You know, but anyway, all right, bro. So tell everybody about your Patreon and what's going on with you.
Yeah, you can check me out on Patreon, guys. I review Raw and SmackDown every week. I also play video game videos all week long, new and old. And you can get in on the lowest tier to get all my SmackDown review and every single one of my video game videos all the way back to day one since I started the Patreon for $1 a month. Just go to patreon.com/JeffLane22.
And remember, guys, at 3 a.m., a new Truth with Consequences drops on Westwood One Podcast. It's free. And Jeff says we talk all about the Valentine's Day Massacre in the WWE 20 years ago. We really go into detail. There's some really good stories. Check out the Patreon that goes with Truth or Consequences, patreon.com/Russo Kuhn with a K, TWC. Tomorrow is That's Life. And then Wednesday, I'll be back with the SmackDown Raw review with Ben Hameen and Stevie Richards. That is it, everybody. We have a second show coming out today, Jeff, right? We got Castrating the Marks. You're getting 2 for 1 today, 2 shows today. Make sure you check that out. Thank you guys for your support, and we will see you tomorrow.